Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 30. Tumefika episode 30, but we guy. We piga makofi. Mali huko, mali unasikizia, piga makofi. Because 30 episodes. Oh my God, how many months are those? Divide by, anyway. Divide by 4. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Cordial Podcast. With me, your host, Kang'ong'oi. A late comer again. Imagine, episode 30 and nachelewa. But, ladies and gentlemen, I have been busy. Mrs. Wachocha, I have been busy, but I have a reminder. I have a good friend of mine who reminds me, Mungai, wewe, ukijaribu kusa. Because there was the time I started recording on Sundays, and it was funny because I had promised myself to be uploading episodes on Saturdays. And so, a little bit of adulting and boom, and you put on a record Sundays like today. But I'm not really going to beat myself about it so much because we are here recording. We are here to give out another delulu. Jisasa hii episode hata sijui nitasema nini juu. There was somebody I was talking to who's done podcasting as well, and we were having that discussion, and she said she left it at episode 30 or 34 there, and at that time I was like in my 12th episode, so it was early in the year, and then I was like, whoa. So most probably the cutoff point, startup podcast is episode 30. And so I was looking forward to this episode 30, and I'm here and I'm not feeling like cutting this off. Hey, my friends, hapa tutoki because life, you have to pursue things even when you feel like everything is not working out to your liking. You just have to push forward because success itakujaje bana. Not every day is all sunny, sunshine, good weather, good temperature. No. There are gloomy days like today bana. Bana sijui mvua imetoka wapi na ni July. Ushaisikia July kunaanguka mvua usiku mzima. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, on today's topic of discussion, well, I needed to give also an update kidogo because I had there was something I have been looking forward to in my life also apart from podcasting, and it has been more of testing my character when it comes to engaging people. I've always felt like I have this inner character that I can be good at interacting with people, especially in terms of events and all these things. So in short, nikikata kizungu mingi, it's about MCing because most of the time I look at some content on YouTube or even TikTok, and I admire these people who stand in front of people and just talk eloquently, without putting words. Those filler words and all these things. So I listen to them, and I've always been, intrigued on how they do these things. I was listening to even an interview by Georgie Durango on Phil's podcast, and he was talking about communication. This was like 2 months ago, and I was listening to him because he's a really good orator, and I'm like, I would love to get to where he is. But when I listened to his story, for him to get there, he was pursuing other things, different from where he was, where he is right now. And I'm there sitting and I'm like, am I supposed to look at these people in a way that you think you can mirror their career path? Like you think you should do everything like them so that you be like them or you get that success like them. But also you sit back and you look at your life and you're like, all these things cannot be from a place of mirroring somebody. And when you try to mirror somebody else's life or how they quote unquote got to success, you actually cannot succeed, because I think that was their own, that everyone has his own unique way of being successful. However much we have dreams and we have all these things. So for me, MCing has been something that I've always wanted to try, and I tried out last weekend, which was amazing. I do not know. I wish ningekuwa na video enough footage niwawekee kwa internet, but really, but I'm working on that. But it was a good experience, whereby of course it wasn't as perfect as I would have wanted it to be, because kidogo homa ilikuwa inanipeleka mbio. But no, see homa. I think it's from a point of just starting out, those anxiety feelings that you have, and then when you pick up the mic for the first time and then you talk, and then everyone's attention now is on you, and you're like, why are you looking at me? Then you realize, I told you guys to listen to me. So it kept on getting better and better and better. But of course, this is a whole journey that I'm proud to start and continue with, because man, we have to achieve our dreams. We have to achieve them, because there is no other way apart from going to maandamano. That is where, by the way, outside is where I get to try out this making noise thingy. And I'm like, me noise maker. But I can't wait for a time when I will not be a noise maker. Because in my family, I've always been told that my dad was a noise maker as me. And then I look at him, I'm like, huyu jamaa alikuwa noise maker aje bana, na anakuanga amenyamaza hivi huku. Like, the character I know of my dad is of somebody who's just calm, who's just calm, doesn't talk much. And then I'm like, you guys are telling me this guy was a noisemaker. Ati the same as me. And me, the way I see things, like I overdo that noise making sometimes. And I'm like, guy, ama nitafika hapo. Adulting inakufanyishanga unyamaze. And I actually tried, by the way. I tried being this, creating this calm nature. And I started reading books. It was from reading books. I started reading books. And I read 3 books. And to be honest, nilinyamaza. I stopped talking. I do not know. Probably, you even get that feeling of those sayings. Ile kale ka saying kalikuwa nasema empty devils make the most noise. And I'm like, guy, kwa nini empty? And guy, kwa nini empty devil? You hey? Hapana. This is not good. So it ilinishtua kidogo, but I'm still, it's something that I want to pursue, because I think reading is a good way to unwind. Reading is just a good way to also improve my English juu Manze, kama tunataka kufika international levels, lazima kizungu ikuwe straightforward, otherwise takuwa shida. But anyway, as I was saying, this MCing thing is something that I want to dive in completely. Whether I get opportunities, whether I do not get opportunities, it is something that I'm willing to dive in and just learn every single bit of it, the whole industry, how these people become successful, and of course how I can make success come into my path, So yeah, this is episode 30. Mimi sitaki kuongea mingi leo, juu niko kazi. But yeah, we will get back to obviously longer episodes, especially with people on board, and that is going to come. I am also working on that, because we have to hear the voices of people. So yeah, this has been episode 30, and I'm proud to be at episode 30. I'm proud to have listeners who have been loyal from the start until now. Thank you very much for listening in. I am always I feel appreciated. I also want to appreciate you guys because, it takes a decision for you to actually sit down and, click the play button. So thank you very much for listening to the Cordial Podcast. When we started, repeating things, and then now where we are. So it has been a pleasure. Thank you very much. To another 30 episodes. We start another journey to get to 60 episodes, which of course will take us to the new year. Hopefully we'll be at a better place than we are right now. So it has been a pleasure, guys. See you next time. See you when you see me. Have a good day. Have a good week. Have a good new month. Hata kama tuko saba. But then nafaa kufika Uhuru Park. Wewe, maandamano we.